shopping for furniture, it can get a little overwhelming, it can get a little expensive. So how do you know when you're buying quality? Here with some tips on what to look for and the questions to ask. We've got designer Jackie Glass. You've seen many chairs, many pieces of furniture. Now you're going to explain to us what is making up the cost and the quality of a chair.
You got it, because I have many, many clients, and one of the biggest questions they'll say is, why should I spend $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 as opposed to $19.99 and go to the local store and buy something?
Yes.
Why do I need to buy custom? Well, there's a lot of reasons why you should buy custom, and I'm going to start with this. It's an anatomy of a chair, and we've kind of stripped it down, and I'm going to step over here because I want to start with the actual frame. The frame is one of the most important things you're going to have on your piece of furniture, or in your furniture. This is solid wood, generally maple, glued, doweled, and screwed.
Okay.
3 things. A lot of them are just one of those. It's extremely solid. So when you're looking for a chair in a store, here's a quick tip. Feel it for its heft. So lift it up. Is it heavy? Because that way you'll know whether the frame is actually solid.
Okay.
Really important. Now, going down, one of the things that they often do to soften these edges is they put a good quality foam. Very, very important. So again, tip when you're out shopping, squeeze the arms of it. See if you can actually feel that frame. Good point to follow.
Now, if you can feel the frame, then that's not a good thing. Like, feel the frame through the foam.
You don't want to feel the frame. It's hard.
Yes.
It's going to be hard. So the foam that they wrap around those edges, you should be able to squeeze those edges and see if it's nice and soft.
Right.
Now, think about the actual construction of the springs. This is a sinuous spring construction.
Right.
There's another term called web and coil. Web and coil is far more expensive, but the sinuous spring gives you a good quality construction. But what they do then is they cover that with a batting. So you can see that this is a nice gray batting. It covers all of that. So then let's spring up to the back of it. You can see that there's foam all around the edges to make it nice and soft.
Yeah.
And then there's some felt along the back.
Okay.
Which again creates that softness. So
That's
right below
this?
it.
Okay, so that's the white strips there. That's all of the felt underneath.
This is all of the felt as well.
Oh, and this is all the felt as well.
And this is your foam. So that's the batting. Everything's going to cover it to give you that nice smooth finish.
Oh, wow. There's a lot going on in this chair.
There's a lot going on in this chair. The other things to think about. Good quality furniture will either have a welt, which is a little curved line. You can see it on this side, but more importantly, you can also do a double or a French stitch.
Okay.
So not a single stitch, because that way it just makes it stronger. It's kind of common sense, double versus a single. Very important to look at. Now, let's go over to the cushion itself. This is what you're actually sitting on.
Yep.
So the cushion itself comes with a foam. Now, this is a soy foam, so for those companies that are very environmentally conscious, it's really great to have that soy. Then they put an actual batting on top, and if you like feather, they'll put the 100% waterfowl, was the best quality you can get. And then they cover it with a muslin cover that's zippered with metal.
Is there a reason why it has to be muslin?
You can take it off and wash it, which is great. So if you do get a stain on it and it soaks through, be quick, strip it out, you can take it off, and you can quickly wash it, so it's really good.
Amazing.
So then let's look at the back.
Okay.
Same thing. I generally like to have a feather back, because it's just very soft.
Yeah.
It doesn't really hold the memory, which is good, because you get that nice sort of soft, cushy feel. And I'm going to have you test drive it too, because I want you to see whether you actually like a feather seat as opposed to one that's just foam with a Dacron wrap.
Okay.
But one important thing about any good quality feather back, whether it's a duvet or whether it's a cushion, is they channel it, so it's not going to shift. All right. So now let's have
It is annoying when it shifts.
You don't want it to shift.
No, you don't.
So important points to note, always test drive. So we're going to get you to sit down and test drive.
Listen, if you're going to buy a piece of furniture, especially if it's going to be several $1,000s, you need to, this one feels good.
Good. And just lean back.
Okay.
All right, get yourself comfy.
Yeah.
So now you're dealing with feather and feather.
Let's just keep it real. Yeah, this would be me at home, so this is good.
And I'm going to push you out of there for 1 second, and I'm just going to pull this out, because I just want you to try the synthetic one. And you let me know. And this is why it's custom, because some people, and I tend to prefer myself a synthetic seat with the down feather back.
And it really just depends. Do you want it to be more firm? Do you want to squish into? Oh, so this is a lot more firm.
Yeah.
Ooh, but this is a hard one.
But when you have the feather seat, it doesn't have a memory. So some people are constantly going to be fiddling with it. So if you don't want to fiddle, That's what makes it really, really custom.
For
Lots
sure.
of things, always test drive it, and remember to always flip those cushions so that you get regular wear and tear. It'll last
Okay.
for years.
I'm going to go for the first one.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think that's what I like. Well, we want to thank Gresham House Furniture for constructing the chairs. Man, you did an amazing job. Jackie, thank you so much
You're
for this.
welcome.